Hey guys, how's it going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're taking a look at the pros and cons of bullpup weapons. Now for you guys who don't know what bullpup weapons are, basically they're weapons that have the action and the magazine behind the trigger group. This essentially means that you can create a smaller and lighter weapon without sacrificing barrel length. In real life, the weight of a weapon is pretty important because there's only so much weight that a soldier can carry. A lighter weapon means that a soldier can carry more ammunition, supplies, and equipment. Another benefit to a small and light weapon is that they're more portable and more manoeuvrable, especially in close quarters. This is pretty consistent with the characteristics of bullpup weapons in Battlefield 4. Most bullpups have a better hipfire and moving ADS spread than their conventional counterparts, but as a trade-off they're slightly less accurate when standing and reload slower. Most bullpups aren't actually less accurate than conventional designs in the real world because accuracy really depends on the length of the barrel. Even though bullpups are shorter, this is only because they use the available space more efficiently, and it's possible to use the same length barrel in both a bullpup and a conventional designed weapon. The slower reload speed is probably correct though, because the magazine is located to the rear of the weapon behind the trigger, and this can make reloading pretty awkward. So to quickly run through the different bullpup weapons available in game, in the assault rifle category we have the FAMAS F2000, AUG A3, L85A2, the SAR-21 and the QBZ-95. In the carbine category we have the A91, the MTAR and the Type 95B. In the PDW category we have the PDW-R and the JS2, and we also have the RFB and QBU-88 DMRs, the QBB-95 LMG and the 338 Recon Sniper Rifle. Now, I should probably mention that the SAR-21 and the JS2 both don't have the general bullpup characteristics and statistically are more like conventional design weapons. So even though they are actually bullpup weapons, I'll leave them out of the equation in this video. So the question is, are bullpup weapons effective in-game, and if so, which are the better ones? Well, as I explained before, bullpups are designed to be much better on the move and when firing from the hip, so this gives them a bit of an edge in close quarters. Some bullpups in BF4 are a great fit for this role, but some are statistically a little confused. Generally speaking, I prefer the faster firing bullpups rather than the slow firing ones designed for long range, and this is because the bullpup characteristics don't really lend themselves to accurate long range shooting. A weapon like the F2000 for example fires at an above average 850 RPM, which will beat out nearly everything in close range. The AUG A3 though for example fires at only 700 RPM, meaning that it should be better suited for mid-range targets. The problem with the AUG though is that its increased hipfire and moving ADS will be much less of a benefit than it would be for the F2000, and as a trade-off its stop and pop accuracy is worse than a conventional gun like the AR-160, which also has the same rate of fire. This isn't to say that the AUG isn't capable of taking down targets at mid to long range, but in almost every case a conventional slow firing AR will be a much better alternative. The same issue applies to a weapon like the RFB DMR, which doesn't really benefit at all from a buff to hipfire, but suffers from the penalty to its standing ADS. In my opinion, the F2000 FAMAS, L85A2 and the MTAR are my favourite bullpups in that order. On the other hand, the AUG, RFB, 338 Recon and the Type 95B are all weapons less suited to the bullpup design. I'm not trying to say that these weapons are necessarily bad, but I just think that there are a number of conventional alternatives that are as good or even better than these guns. In any case, even with the better bullpups, the biggest issue that you'll face with these weapons is the slow reload time. Bullpups are some of the slowest reloading weapons in game, so just bear in mind that for every time the increased mobility saves your life, there will probably be a time the slower reload speed will get you killed. It's just a fact of using these weapons, and it's something that you'll have to get used to. If this is something that you can deal with though, some bullpups can be as good or even better than their conventional designed counterparts, so if you're still stuck using the ACE-23 or the M416, don't be afraid to give the L85 or the F2000 a go too. All in all, they're fun weapons to use and well worth the try. But anyway guys, that just about wraps it up, and as always, if you like what you see, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And if you haven't already, please check out all my other Battlefield 4 videos. I've got them all linked in a playlist in the description below. And if you have any suggestions for weapons or loadouts that you'd like to see in upcoming episodes on this channel, then feel free to let me know in the comments of this video or send me a tweet on Twitter at BillyEatWorld. But until next time guys, see you later and have a good one.